Hello, welcome back to Dees TV. I'm joined once again by our lovely director of rugby, Reece Marshall. Reece, thanks for taking the time to have a chat with us. Firstly, probably not been the start you envisaged last time we spoke. Talk to us about how the season's going so far. What's cooking?
Yeah, of course. I think if you look at it from the outside and maybe just look at results aside, and which, yeah, let's not be silly. We all want results. We all want to win. We don't play the game to lose. Yeah, they've not been right. One win in, I think, 10 now for the first team, and again, one win for the seconds out of 5 or 6 games they've played. Yeah, it's not where we want to be results-wise. No way. And we want to be in a better place than that. But the encouraging thing is, if we look at the club last season in terms of a side we actually putting out, plenty of times we couldn't even travel to opposition or get a game out because we can't even field a first team. We've not really had that this year. We fielded a first team, a Griffins, and now adding on, we've now got a Colts side, which it is absolutely huge for any community rugby club. We started with 12 in pre-season Colts training with us, and we're now up to a squad of 23, 24, as far as I'm aware. So really encouraging signs in terms of the amount of people we're getting to play rugby at that senior level and Colts level.
Fabulous. You mentioned there, that we're growing numbers and we're a community club. That obviously has a translation to the clubhouse and how things are going on off the field or off the training paddock. How's that looking?
Yeah, I think when you bring that in, obviously we had a really unfortunate case of a water pipe bursting in the club and asbestos-related problems, etc. And we've now finally just got that all sorted out, and that's led to us having nine away games out of the first 10, which again is a really tough ask for those boys. Who haven't had a lot of winning rugby and a lot of time spent to get back together to get those results. But no, we've fixed up that now. Brand new toilets, brand new showers, and lots of plans in place from the board and committee to take things forward from where we already are. I said a new Colts side that's started up in our age groups. I think we're just short on one age group now, which is really encouraging. And there's a good feel about the club. Regardless of, again, the results, we're in a good place, I think, and we're in a good place to progress and evolve.
Cool. Since we last spoke, plenty's happened for you personally and professionally. A few more grey hairs for a start.
Yeah.
Job aging you already. You still enjoying it? You still loving being around the club?
Yeah, I love it. The club's really close to my heart, and I wouldn't have wanted to do this role if I wasn't passionate about the rugby club. And I'm massively passionate about it, and I'm massively excited for its future. There's nothing I get more satisfaction of, boys progressing in training, nailing things that that are brand new, that have learned, and that's really encouraging for me. And I think it's encouraging the club are enjoying and the boys are enjoying those training sessions.
Brilliant, yeah, and long may that continue. So. With all of that personal change, one of the things you've changed is a new job.
Yes. Yeah.
So talk to us about that.
Yeah. So I've actually I've gone back to Northamptonsaints. I've now signed on as sort of a coach working with. We're introducing a program that I was a part of, which is Moulton College, a state school partnership to get those boys playing rugby every day. Can't quite go to private school, afford it, or like that. They actually get that rugby one-to-one work with them every day, and I get to be a part of that. It's quite good, really. I've gone back to Dunstable. I've now gone back to Moulton. I'm now working with Northampton. So it's an incredible opportunity for me, but also to learn, but hopefully an incredible opportunity for the club and those boys coming through, those 16-year-olds, our Colts. The opportunity is there for maybe them to take that and have a look around and get to work with me at the club and at Moulton. So yeah, massive opportunity I'm really excited about personally, and I think hopefully we can make it work.
All right. You said I could have one freebie, so I'm going to take it now. In a sport that's perhaps stigmatized with elitism and that private sector education as the the key road in.
Yeah.
How important is this Molten project in terms of a state opportunity for players that perhaps can't afford that private school education?
That's a great question. Great question. I think it's huge. I remember going in there with, you know, a few friends from the club, a few friends that I knew from outside the club, and the opportunity that you give us to play rugby every day. As you said, like, rugby can be known as an elitist sport, and for me, I don't think I ever got. It created opportunities for me, and it created a huge chance for me to improve. So it's massively important that, especially now, you know, schools that aren't private schools and don't prioritise rugby, there's probably not there's not a massive reason for teachers to teach it. It's a lot of risk without a lot of reward. So to give boys those opportunities to go and do that every day, I think it's massive, huge.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Right, well, back to our club, back to the home soil. There's a lot of work that needs to be done around here in terms of results, and maybe tweaking one or two things. But what can we expect to see coming into the Christmas period and going beyond?
I think it's hard to say in terms of. I like to think watching and talking to people, the way we're playing rugby is so much more enjoyable. I think we're understanding the game and understanding how to play the game of rugby rather than just, trying to be individuals. And that's really exciting. And I think once that starts clicking and once we get more time spent together, I honestly think the results will come. My personal focus is performance, performance, performance. What can we keep evolving? I'd probably say, apart from Brackley this weekend, the last 3 weeks before that, we showed really good signs of learning and where we've come from, and that we're actually taking things on board. And I think if that continues, I don't see any reason why we can't turn these losses that are tight into wins. And it also means we get more people coming down to training, competitions driven, and that's what we're looking for in a big picture. Driving competition at this rugby club to improve each other. So I think for the future, if I'm honest, I think it's going in the right direction. Again, hard to say because of the results, but I think bigger picture, I can see it.
Super. Well, Reece, as always, thanks for your time. We'll speak again soon.
Cheers, mate. Thank
Cheers.
you.